most people look at their inner struggles like something to fix, when in reality, there is nothing to fix. And by having the perspective that you need to fix yourself or work on yourself or get into another state of mind, you are operating from a false foundation. You are reinforcing this inner tension and the pattern that is looping right now. So you have this inner tension, and instead of getting yourself out from it, it's rather that you learn to meet it. When you meet it, you include it. And when this feels included, you come back to yourself. Because you are not something to fix. You're not something to work on. You are perfect as you are. And if you don't experience that right now, because it feels wrong, and people tell you that you need to work on yourself, you're living in a lie. It's simply not true. It's rather to embrace what is here. Include the tense part of yourself. Include your anxiety. Include your negative thinking even. It's not that you worship the negative thoughts that you have, but rather you stop seeing them as a threat and just recognize that they are there. And you create that welcoming environment where they can live as well. You don't resist it anymore. You more so welcome what is here. You welcome the thoughts. You welcome the tension. And you simply meet it. As you would meet a child that needs a safe place to land in another person right now. You are in that safe place for everything that you experience on an eternal level. And when you create this inclusive environment within yourself, there's nothing to work on anymore. And you don't resist what is within you. Instead, you welcome it. And this is when something beautiful happens. It's like the very thing that you thought that you needed to work on starts to relax by itself. Because you were the problem. You were the one creating this friction, this resistance, through thinking that you need to work on yourself. That something that is within you right now isn't supposed to be here. And that's simply just not true. That's a perspective that you have adopted. And the reasons for this is not that important. The important thing is that you're experiencing something right now that you are very good at resisting. It's become your life mission to work on yourself instead of being yourself. Being yourself includes whatever is here within you. Working on yourself, on the other hand, abandons parts of yourself and makes you end up in a space where you feel like a fragmentation of yourself instead of whole. And when you walk around feeling like a fragmentation, that something is wrong, that something needs to be fixed, you are just reinforcing that something is wrong with you. When fundamentally you are complete as you are. And just look at when I said those words, you are complete as you are. This is not like, I'm not saying this as a motivational speech or something that you should tell yourself and repeat. It's rather what's left when you are inclusive to the experience that you are in, to the parts of yourself that is here. When you welcome it instead of working on it and thereby abandoning it. And then you get to experience a more welcoming and inclusive environment within yourself. It's like you're dropping the guard. By simply being curious of what is here and just allowing you to be here. Not thinking that it's something wrong. Or that you need to work on it anymore. But rather that it's a flavor of yourself that you get to experience. And when you drop the meaning of this experience, that it's bad or that it should be different, what is left is just the raw textures of it. And the closer you get to these textures of what it is to be you right now, regardless of the situation that you're in, something drops and something comes alive. Because there is less resistance and more curiosity. When you lead with this curiosity, and allow yourself to experience the inner environment that you're in. It feels more nice to be yourself. It feels more nice to be in this body that you have access to. And the circumstances that you're in your life feels less like a threat and more like something that you can actually enjoy. And it's not necessarily because you enjoy the thing that you do, but rather you enjoy your very being. And by enjoying your being, it feels more nice to interact with the world as well, regardless of what you are doing. Preference are still there, but now it's more that you can live your life with more ease. Because you have stopped to work on yourself and resisting yourself. And instead, meeting yourself here.